Joe Burrow went to possibly the worst situation you could go in the history of sports. He's the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals. You're destined to fail if you're ever the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, no matter how good you may be. People underestimate how good Andy Dalton was. Andy Dalton.
Oh, Andy Dalton was tough. Andy Dalton was cold.
Andy Dalton was good. No, like Andy Dalton, I kind of liken his career to Tony Romo. Like if Tony Romo was on any other team other than the Dallas Cowboys the years he was in the NFL, dude probably would have won a Super Bowl or two.
Might be one of the most talented quarterbacks to never play in an NFC Championship game.
Honestly, like really. And then you got Andy Dalton on one side who, you know, he wasn't always the best, but the dude was playing every single game. He was playing in the toughest division in football, against the toughest defenses, in the toughest times. This is when the Ravens were making Super Bowls. This is when the Steelers were making Super Bowls. This is when they had top 5 defenses every single year, year in, year out. The dude was still making the playoffs. This dude, you know, he never won a playoff game, but that was also due to just the snake bitness of the Cincinnati Bengals franchise. It was due to, like, Marvin Lewis being extremely incompetent as the Cincinnati Bengals coach and him never getting a coaching change at the proper time. Like the one year he did, what happened? They went like 3-13 and they picked Joe Burrow. So, you know, so it's like that. So I think the situation matters in this point, right? So who do we think is going to be up there to get the number 1 pick? It's going to be a team like the Giants. It's going to be a team or the Jets, or even the Washington football team. And I'm telling you, if the Washington football team's up there,
listen,
I think
they might sleep on the Falcons. Do not sleep on the Falcons for that number 1 pick.
You think they blow it up?
Yeah.
You think they blow it up?
I'm telling you, dude.
Even with Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Dude, like look at what Arizona did. Just because you got Julio don't mean you got to get rid of Julio to blow it up, dude. Look at what Arizona did. Arizona kept Larry Fitzgerald. What did they do? They kept Larry Fitzgerald, drafted a rookie quarterback, went out and got some dude with dreads.
But that's a different situation. They didn't have an MVP quarterback on the team before. You got Matt Ryan in there. Matt Ryan's an MVP quarterback. He's a proven starting quarterback. The dude led his team to the Super Bowl. So you can't. I mean, here's my thing. Unless you get a great haul for Matt Ryan, like let's say they get the number 1 pick. Let's say they go like 2-14, right? Get the number 1 pick, or they tank, or whatever, right? So they pick Trevor Lawrence, or they pick Justin Fields, or whoever, Trey Lance. So what would you need? I feel like they would need to be enticed to get rid of Matt Ryan, because otherwise, you can just have the good dude sit behind Matt Ryan and keep him in. But I don't know. Like, here's the thing. It's like, so what would be a fair trade, do you think? And what teams do you think would be interested?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think one team. The fact that a lot of people sleep on this one, and it's a trade that because this organization is run so well, they would do it. They would be like the Boston Celtics of NFL. Drew Brees is on his last legs, and I think the Saints could put together a trade offer that is good enough where it would both benefit the Falcons with either picks or with a player that they would get
in the division. Though I don't think that happens in the division.
I could see it.
I don't think I can't see it. I could see him going to a team like I could see him going to like Pittsburgh, because you got Ben Roethlisberger, who's probably playing in his last year in the league, right? So you could have a situation where he takes over in Pittsburgh, and who does he got to throw to? He's got Juju Smith-Schuster. He's got people like James Conner in the backfield, a Terminator. You know, so and you got that vaunted Steelers defense. Like Matt Ryan could have a actual actual top 5 defense for the first time in his entire NFL career, and it would take some pressure off of him. You know, his team wouldn't be blowing so many leads in the fourth quarter. He could actually put the gas on. But the downside is you're playing teams like the Ravens, you're playing teams like the Browns defense, who is no joke. Even the Bengals, they play those teams hard. Like all those AFC North teams.
But you just said it. You just said it though. But that's an MVP. That's a former MVP.
That is
who still had some good years left. He's the kind of guy that could keep them in games like that. Big Ben's best days are behind him, dude. And Kyle Rudolph, or what's his name? Whoever the fucking not Kyle Rudolph,
Duck Hodges.
Mason Rudolph.
Ducky Hodges.
Whoever the backup quarterback is. Yeah, Rudolph or Hodges. Yeah, they're not gonna. Those are not long term. You need to go out and get a proven dude. I could see Pittsburgh. I could even see Indy, a team like Indy going out when this Phil Rivers thing blows up.
I could see that. Oh, it's gonna blow up.
When the Phil Rivers doesn't. Yeah, when it doesn't work, yeah, it's already not working. I told you
Yeah,
it wasn't going to work.
T.Y. Hilton deserves a quarterback, honestly.